If you're concerned about gang activity in your community, so are the RCMP. For the month of July, using their gang enforcement team, they launched a special enforcement project. And today, they laid out their haul of drugs, guns, and money for reporters and gave an update on what they're up to.
Kelowna is a rapidly growing city emerging into a large urban center, and with this growth and change, we have taken an approach to proactively examine our police response to crime and violence. Kelowna RCMP are addressing violence in our community in a variety of ways. Upstream and through targeted response, including working with our specialized provincial partners like teams from CFSEU BC. Together with a focus on the most violent offenders in our province who have ties to criminal organizations, we interdict criminals, seize weapons, gather intelligence, and forward charges where applicable. We're pleased to be one of the host agencies for the Uniform Gang Enforcement Team, who responded to our invitation to travel to the Okanagan to work on projects that align with the targeted enforcement strategies of the Kelowna RCMP Regional Detachment. The deployment of these teams during our busy summer months enhanced our policing strategies and increased community safety over the summer in our cities.
During this specific initiative, UGET worked with various specialty units in the region, including but not limited to targeted policing, proactive enforcement and crime reduction, the general investigations sections, emergency response team, and the air section. UGET members had numerous interactions with individuals identified by police as being high risk to public safety, including individuals with links to the Brothers Keepers, Red Alert, and outlaw motorcycle clubs, as well as various subgroups. Currently, 17 files involve criminal and provincial investigations and charges, and we are anticipating more charges as several files are still under investigation. 64 files resulted in the seizure of either weapons or illegal drugs in trafficking level quantities. The total volume of drugs seized is 227 kilograms. The estimated street value is over $670,000. As well, the amount of fentanyl seized is equivalent to approximately 29,000 lethal doses. You will notice a few firearms on the table. Some of these are airsofts and are at times indistinguishable from real firearms. We have seen through our investigations that these are being converted to fire live ammunition. This is an area of significant concern, as airsoft-style firearms are typically much easier to obtain and subject to less regulation. The items seized also include 47 weapons, such as knives, brass knuckles, bear spray, batons, machetes, and an axe, all of which, when in the wrong hands, could inflict serious injury. And finally, the $12,500 cash seized is important, as it is capital that can be used to fuel future gang activities such as drug trafficking, gun trafficking, or to contract future violent acts. Increasingly, the police are seeing younger and younger individuals become involved in gangs and drug dealing. We know from interviews of individuals trying to leave the gang life that one of the top reasons youth become involved in gangs is for a sense of belonging. They are drawn in by the myths of easy money and a false sense of loyalty from the group. Gangs use many tactics, including music videos and social media, as well as more traditional methods such as blackmail, creating indebtedness, or participation in violence to recruit new members. As a community, we need to make sure that our youth are able to find their sense of belonging in other ways, whether it's through strong positive family bonds, sports and a connection to school and education, a job, or a social club. The police alone cannot end gang life, and we need the support of the communities of the Thompson Okanagan. It's a helpless feeling to see people you know and care about get involved in dangerous situations in criminal activity, particularly at a very young age, and feel there's nothing you can do. You can help the police by calling us and telling us what you know. Every piece of intelligence assists in our investigations and provides police an opportunity to discuss with you options for getting your friend or family member out of the gang life. I encourage anyone who has a concern to check out our CFSEU End Gang Life website. There are materials there for parents, teachers, and friends to learn about the early warning signs that a youth is involved in drug dealing or the gang life and how to respond. With early and coordinated intervention, youth who have gotten involved in this kind of activity can get out. In conclusion, I want to speak directly to those individuals involved in gang activity. If you continue your activity, you should expect to be stopped by our UGET officers or RCMP or municipal officers from other agencies. We will do everything in our legal and lawful means to keep our community safe from you. It does not have to be an inevitability for you to end up either in jail or killed by a rival gangster. Reach out for help and get out before it's too late. Thank you.
No charges have yet been laid in relation to the effort, but 17 separate files have been advanced to the Crown and numerous criminal charges are expected to follow.